I don't know how I didn't lose a tooth. I don't know how my nose wasn't bleeding. But you've been a crazy guy to have around, especially in basketball. Going way back to 4th grade, you always had your hands in your pockets, and I don't know why. I always told you, Ross, get your hands out of your pockets. I got the basketball in your pockets. Well, we finally figured out why. Middle of the game, you're sitting on the bench. My dad turns around, and you're taking candy out of your pockets and eating it on the bench. You have candy in your pockets the entire time. You're trying to figure out the right time to eat it. One of the funniest memories is probably junior high. My mom and I were dropping you off at your house, and you were sure that the door was locked. So you go up the door, you're banging on the door, see if anyone's home, going around all the windows, calling your mom and your sister, you're trying to find a way to get in. And it turns out the door was unlocked the entire time. Us being your guardians at the time, we had to make sure you got in. So we spent 10 minutes when you really just opened up the door and walked in. So we spent one of the craziest times together last Thursday at the Illinois game. And got on the floor, and that was your idea. And the thing about you is, when you want to do something, you're going to find a way to do it. And we were sitting up in B section, and you said, when it was getting kind of close, you said, we're going to still on the floor. So we made that last layup, Tyler briefly made, and you just take off straight for A section, trying to get away on the floor. And eventually we run into Coach Lander, hop the railing, get on the floor. You're shaking hands with Lauren Tate and one of the flying line players, I don't know what his name is, Jerry something. So we got a picture of Brandon Paul and John Gross, and that's just one of the coolest things we've done together. I know, here's your future, Ross. You're going to go to IU next year, and you're pretty crazy about that, and I know you'll have success with that. But after you graduate, you're going to come back to Central Illinois. Are going to get together and get married because, you know, you've had a girlfriend in high school and you've been interested in other girls and stuff. Hold a special place in your heart, and I think everybody knows that. So you guys are going to get married and have a great time together. So good luck to you.
Ross. Ross is definitely up there with one of my best friends. Just like Jordan, he was on the first travel team, and we've been on the same team ever since. I know one of Ross's characteristics is awkward, so I'm going to attempt not to make this interview awkward. I know Ross was never good at remembering plays. I think in junior high, there was one practice where we were like, all right, Ross, we're going to run out of bounds, play number 1. Do you know what you're doing? Yeah, I got it. Well, you didn't run it right. So coach was like, all right, let's walk through it. So we walked through it. I'm like, Ross, you have any questions? And he's like, nope, I got it. All right, let's run it. You ran wrong again. I don't think you fully got to play number 1 until about freshman year, but we finally got it. Freshman year, you and I, we had ate lunch together, and we were typical freshmen. It was you and I sitting at the end of the table by ourselves with a bunch of seniors at the other end, thinking, who the heck are these kids? But we made it through. We made it through that whole semester together. Ross, you're definitely known for your lifting face. When you're doing deadlift, everyone watches because it is quite funny. Something along the lines of, something like that. One of my favorite Ross moments was junior year. We had National Honor Society. And if you know Ross, you know just unfortunate bad luck follows Ross. And for some reason, Miss Warren was like, let's have Ross be the one to light the candle. So I don't remember who I was sitting by, but whoever I was sitting by, we were like, how many matches do you think Ross will go through before we finally get this thing lit? Ross goes through about 4, and someone comes up with a propane lighter and says, "Here, Ross, take this." And we were like, that's just typical Ross for you. Ross, he's done some quite hysterical things in basketball that I don't even know where to start. Starting with probably when Coach asked him, what's the difference between him and Matt? And Ross simply answered, well, I'm better looking. That's a Ross response for you there. Ross and I, we had Spanish 4 together junior year, and let's just say that was not our best subjects. Senora Goldsberry was, when we did projects, she was like, okay, you can choose your partner. So the first project of the year, we're like, all right, this is great, we'll just be each other's partner. Well, it didn't go so hot, and we were like, okay, maybe we shouldn't be partners together, that way we can get a good grade. So the very next 2 projects, Senora goes, so Ross, who would you like to partner with me? And he chose me, even though that did not end well. Ross and I, we can have conversations with our eyes just by blinking, and we would know exactly what each other was trying to say. It's just something we've been doing since junior high. Ross, I know you're going to Indiana next year. I don't remember what you told me you were majoring in, but I know whatever it is, you'll get it because you're such a hard worker when it comes to school and basketball and everything that you do in life. Try to make friends. I'm sure that would be easy for you, but good luck, man. I love you.
Hey, Ross Johnson. Boy, he's really involved. I remember I have a picture of my 4th grade when we won some tournament. Ross is pudgy, he's got his glasses, he's got a goofy smile on his face. I remember I had that at school one day for some reason, I don't remember what it was for. I was showing it to everybody, trying to take it from me to your kids, that I was showing people how goofy you looked back in the day. And you kind of grew up, slimmed down, worked really hard. You put in a lot of time in the gym. And I respect that. It's really showed, this year. You've got a lot better. I don't know what you're doing next year. Oh, wait, no, you're going to Indiana. Good luck, man. Next Cody Zeller, next Tom Graham, sure. Number 1 again. Best luck to you, Ross.
Hey Ross, you're probably the goofiest kid, one of the goofiest kids I've ever met. Personality-wise and on the basketball court. I'll say one of the weirdest shots, but I can say that because it goes in. So I'm sure other people will have funny quotes about you because there's a ton of them, but I don't have any for you. But I know you're going to Indiana next year, so we'll probably be proud of you going there with Owen, Indiana. So I hope to catch a game with us sometime, and hope to stay in touch.
Joe. Rock Johnson. Gosh, this kid's a goofy kid. This is basketball practice, and you guys watch out for those elbows. I tell you, it seems like millions of shots in the face. No, but I do like Ross. He's a great guy. And one thing I liked about him was seemed like he was always here early to practice, and I seemed like I was probably one of the last one to practice, but Ross is a great guy. He definitely worked hard, and it paid off for him towards the end of the season. Especially that jump shot. I don't know how many games we started with this little jump shot from the free throw line. First 2 points in the game. Hard work paid off for this guy.
What It Means to Be a Bulldog by Ross Johnson. Being a Bulldog goes beyond winning and losing. A Bulldog is someone who does things the right way. It is more than playing tough defense and being a leg shooter. It means being a good teammate and approaching everything you do ready to work. They understand that anything worth achieving won't come easy. It has to be earned through hours of preparation and practice. Being a Bulldog is also about the little things. It's the way the gym smells before a Friday night home game, or the way the locker room is unbearably humid after a morning practice. Being a Bulldog can be difficult at times, but it prepares you for things in life far more important than basketball. It is always easy to get up in the morning get up for morning conditioning, or force yourself to go to school despite being sick because you can't afford to miss practice. Furthermore, it's difficult to make yourself go through two weeks of 2.5-hour preseason practices, but you know it'll pay off when you win a game in the closing seconds. Being a Bulldog isn't easy, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Ross Johnson. Keep your dreams alive. Understand to achieve anything requires faith and the belief in yourself, vision, hard work, determination, dedication. Remember, all things are possible for those who believe. Ross is the first one to practice every day. He inevitably comes in and sees Mr. Langer and I at the beginning of 7th hour. He does not have a 7th hour class. He's got an early out. He doesn't go home. He comes straight to the gym. He asks for the keys. He gets the racquetballs out, and he goes through a routine. And Ross is probably one of the best players we've ever had at practicing with a purpose on their own all the time. When you watch Ross do that reverse pivot in a game where he steps back and shoots that shot, you don't know how many times this kid has practiced that move just for that one particular shot in a game. Now, it is true, Ross sometimes has trouble remembering plays. We've had several conversations about this, but it's not for lack of effort. But one thing Ross never forgets is that how his hard work will propel him into the future. And I think that's a gift that he leaves behind. He sets an example for others to keep working. And you never know when your moment's going to be called. And we may give him crap about not remembering plays sometimes, but he sure as heck knew that we better trap their best player at half court tonight and force it over back. That was a huge play. Huge play. Ross, a couple weeks left in the season, buddy, and I think you're going to be a big part of it. Keep doing what you're doing. I look forward to seeing you Tuesday, 7th hour. Appreciate your patience when preparing this. I knew it was going to be a long evening, and I apologize for the technical difficulties getting us started. But you can tell that these guys obviously care a great deal about each other, and you can see the effect they've had on our other kids that have come up to speak about them. Each year, if you're new, we write a little letter to the team and to the seniors to close out, so we'll see if I can get through it. 7 years ago, Becky and I moved to Mahomet Seymour, not knowing what to expect, but knowing that God had a plan for us and that we had to trust that plan. We now find ourselves in the middle of a great community and great school. Between the two of us in our educational careers, we've worked in 9 different school districts. All of them had their positives, but Mahomet Seymour is a place that we've chosen to call home and raise our own kids. Why is that? It's people like this varsity basketball team and these 6 seniors that sit before all of us tonight. They are the reason why we call Mahomet Seymour home. As a coaching staff, we had a vision to set out and build a program that was not built on winning, but built around trying to aid parents in the development of their sons. Don't get me wrong, we want to win and expect to win, but that is not our #1 goal. These seniors came into the program as the foundation was still being built and planted themselves in the middle of it and leave a legacy that will not soon be forgotten. I found this quote by Jane Wyman describing brotherhood. The opportunity for brotherhood presents itself every time you meet a human being. These boys have been there for each other as well as the rest of their teammates. They genuinely care about other people and want to help others achieve more. I have never had so many teachers in a year give positive reports about our team and our seniors as I have had this year. A bus driver has told me repeatedly this year that we leave the bus cleaner than any other group she drives. A waitress in Centralia, Illinois commented on how polite everyone was during dinner. Numerous parents emailed to express how much they appreciated our players' work with their kids in biddie ball. The Olympia coaching staff shared with us that we were the classiest players that had been in their gym all year long. These guys are such good kids that they even called my wife to see if it was okay to toilet paper our yard before they did it. I later found out they had gotten Noah gotten one of their numbers out of my phone. Got Noah to get one of their numbers out of my phone, and he was texting them to let them know I had gone to bed so they would begin the assault on our yard. If that's not building brotherhood, I don't know what is. They have done things that we ask and have done so without complaining. We have heard no complaints about playing time, who gets what shot, practice schedule, or anything related to basketball. They go out and do their job to the best of their ability. They have been there in good times and in bad for each other. They have been able to lean on each other they've been able to lean on each other each stop of the way. This group of young men has taken the bond that is formed on a team and turned it into something greater. They have helped develop the Bulldog basketball brotherhood that will last far beyond this season. It will last a lifetime. That is the legacy they leave behind. As a program, I challenge you to follow their lead. Be there for each other along the way, each step of the way, as you take your own journey through high school. You can benefit from the example these 6 young men have set. You do have to lean on each other. It is said that sports don't build character, sports reveal it. Nothing more can be said how these kids are finishing the season, leaning on each other, doing things the right way each and every day. Because of that, you are giving yourself a wonderful opportunity to close out the season. The end of the season is not a surprise to the coaching staff because we see this every single day in practice. 9-time NBA championship coach Red Auerbach said this about coaching. Coaching is simple. You need good players who are good people. You have that, you win. You don't have that, you can be the greatest coach who ever lived, and you're not going to win. Thank you for being good people. You guys are winners not only on the court, but more importantly off of it. You've made us all very proud. Jordan, Todd, Kyle, Brad, Matt, and Ross. Thank you for letting us all learn from you. Thank you for being there for each other, for those that played before you, and those that will come after you.